Good afternoon from Look North. Thank you for joining us. A £6 billion project has been proposed to stop the taps running dry in Lincolnshire. The east of England is one of the driest areas of Britain, and climate change is making things worse. The plans include a huge reservoir near to Sleaford, which it's hoped will secure water supplies for decades to come. But as our environment correspondent Paul Murphy reports, the proposals are controversial.
It's been another year of often chaotic weather. Too much rain when we don't need it, too little when we do. Drought coupled with record-breaking temperatures. It's increasingly putting water supplies under pressure.
So we are now in the grip of climate change, and it's only going to get worse. But actually a bigger driver of our plan is the need to return water to the environment, because we've seen rivers starting to run dry. We know that rivers are over-abstracted. We're also taking too much water from groundwater sources.
The east of England is heading towards a water deficit. By 2050, the projected shortfall could be 600 million litres per day. Climate change, population growth and water abstraction by farms and industry are all playing their part. So it's time for a long-term plan.
And central to this new strategy is the creation of 2 new reservoirs, one in Cambridgeshire and one on this area of land near to Sleaford in Lincolnshire, where 5 square kilometres of this community will be flooded.
We are determined to bring environmental and social prosperity.
The vast new reservoir near Sleaford will include floating solar panels and new wildlife habitat.
Stand up.
But the project will also have a human impact, as homes and businesses are bulldozed to make way for water.
It's devastating my whole world. It is my business, my future, my children's future, everything. And I'm just sitting here waiting for them to go through their protocol and procedures and then decide when or they're going to take off us or what they're going to do. And it's just horrible. We're just left in limbo.
Yeah, so this is the Heckington Living magazine.
There is only one topic of conversation in this community.
Disgusted and heartbroken, because what we have here is, along with the 100 other people who'll be losing their homes or land or both, our homes are priceless. You can't put a value on them.
Unless you have these major reservoir projects, something has to give. You can't have a growing economy. You can't have thriving food production. You can't have a stronger and deeper drought resilience to the kinds of weather events we've seen this year.
There are some difficult choices ahead for Lincolnshire, but there are warnings that water shortages will become more frequent, more extreme, unless those big decisions are taken now. Paul Murphy, BBC Look North, Sleaford.
Good boy, Snip. Go on.
Well, we will be talking more about that tonight on Look North. I know Peter would love your thoughts on those reservoir plans. A teenager has been arrested on suspicion of attempted murder after a man was left seriously injured in Halton-le-Clay. Police were called last night following reports that a man had been stabbed in the town. He's in a hospital in a serious condition. A 19-year-old was arrested in Grimsby and remains in custody. A safety campaign for women is to be launched in memory of murdered Hull student Libby Squire. Pavel Relevich was jailed for life last year for her rape and murder in 2019. He'll serve a minimum of 27 years in prison. Humberside Police want to encourage the reporting of all non-contact sex offences. This could help build a profile of people who then commit these types of crimes. The victim of a crash near Holbeach has been named by police as 20-year-old Amy Cooper. She sadly died in hospital after a BMW collided with her motorbike on New Rivergate on Sunday afternoon. A 28-year-old man has been arrested on suspicion of causing death by dangerous driving. The growing number of Skegness hotels being used to house asylum seekers is putting pressure on local services, according to the town's MP. Matt Warman says he's already had a meeting with the Immigration Minister after learning that 5 of the town's hotels are now under Home Office contract. He says that the UK should be compassionate, but the influx was causing problems. An independent investigation has started after repeated failures of the software that's supposed to keep Yorkshire's smart motorways safe. Drivers on motorways where hard shoulders have been removed are supposed to be alerted by Red Cross signals if there's a blockage up ahead. But the technology to detect stopped vehicles failed for nearly 4 hours on October the 26th. National Highways says safety cameras were working and motorway patrols continued.
We believed the National Highways when they said the IT would be there to save us when they took away the hard shoulder. The IT isn't working. We have data that proves for between 2 and 10% of the time, the equipment that is meant to alert us to disaster doesn't work. And that, when you think about the number of journeys that we're making up and down on the M1 on our stretch, is really, really chilling.
Now, a touch of glitter and sparkle is being sprinkled over a school in Sleaford today, as a former Strictly professional is putting pupils through their dance paces. Robin Windsor is also an arts ambassador to the school, which offers free dance lessons to all children. Vicky Johnson reports.
Lisa Riley and Robin Windsor.
A Strictly favourite for years, Robin Windsor has today swapped the ballroom for a school hall in Sleaford. What started as an online dance lesson during lockdown has led to Robin being appointed an arts ambassador for the Church Lane Primary.
Seeing the children excel in something that they're not used to be able to having to do in school, having a creative side has been absolutely amazing for them.
Shake, up, down.
It's boys that seem to have the most interest. People tend to think, oh, dance is a female. So to have a male come in there, to have a role model come in, I found that it's the boys that are really excelling.
Point, big.
I really enjoyed it. It was just fun and exciting.
Makes me feel really happy because I really love to dance. I just like how the way that we're taught in bits by bits and we're not expected to get it right every time.
6, 7, 8.
It makes me feel so happy when I'm doing it, and then when I'm done, I'm always learning something new.
Point, step. Okay.
The school now offers free weekly dance lessons to all children, and it's made a big difference to their behaviour.
Here we go with the new part. Boom, reach. Boom, reach.
So for them to be able to have the opportunity that other children have is absolutely amazing. They're feeling self-worth, they're feeling self-confident, they're feeling like they're important as well as everybody else, and they can achieve anything that anybody else in the world can.
It helps you release any bad energy that you've got inside of you. So everybody should get up, get happy, and of course, get dancing.
6, 7, 8.
The children here have loved learning how to express themselves in different ways, and they've got one final important message for all of us.
Keep dancing!
Excellent, and some good moves there, Church Lane Primary as well. Let's get the forecast for the rest of the day. Here's Keely Donovan.
Hello there, good afternoon. It's a grim old afternoon. The weather not good today. It will continue to rain. Some of the rain could be persistent, and it will also be quite blustery, although it will tend to ease through the afternoon. So you can see all of the cloud on the satellite picture, all associated with this area of low pressure, bringing outbreaks of rain. They'll continue to spread in from the southwest. It will also be gusty, the winds will be gusty. We will start to see things easing as we head towards the end of the afternoon, but we still could see some showers moving in even once the main band of rain has cleared away. Temperatures lifting to around 12 degrees, a blustery afternoon as I mentioned. So through this evening there will still be a few showers around, even the odd sharp shower, but generally overnight a lot of dry weather with clear spells. And temperatures overnight are going to drop back to around 5 or 6 degrees. So tomorrow it will be a drier, brighter day. The cloud will be broken to allow some spells of sunshine. So variable cloud, some spells of sunshine. Not completely dry. There are a few showers in the forecast, but certainly a much better day compared with today. And temperatures lifting to around 10 or 11 degrees. A further band of rain overnight Wednesday into Thursday. It'll linger on Thursday, bringing outbreaks of rain, windy conditions once again. The best day of the week looks like Friday, dry and fine with some sunshine, a widespread frost into Saturday, but Saturday, another decent day.
Thanks, Keely. Well, that is the latest from Look North. We are back at 6:30. Until then, have a very good afternoon. Bye for now.